The sound of laughter sliced through the air, sharp and merciless. Not the kind that bubbles up from shared joy or masks a hidden pain, nor the tired exhale of someone trudging through life's weight. This was a cruel, cutting cackle, the kind that marks you as the unwitting fool in a joke crafted long before you entered the scene. I stood in the corridor, my hair damp from a recent shower, clutching a glass of whiskey, its amber contents half drained. The house hummed with a cozy warmth, laced with traces of jasmine and cheap Cabernet. Her friends were there, 3 women, their voices too brash, their giggles too unrestrained, their ease in my home too familiar. They thought I was asleep, oblivious to their presence. Then her voice, airy and tinged with vodka's bite, pierced the moment with a venomous quip. He's too clueless to know I've been slipping away for years. The room exploded in mirth, their laughter rattling the walls, glasses chiming, someone choking on their glee. I stayed rooted, the whiskey warming in my palm, beads of condensation trailing down my fingers like unshed sorrow. I didn't speak. I turned, retreated to the bedroom, and perched on the bed's edge like a man caught in the echo of a half-remembered dream. Silence is a tool often overlooked. People mistake it for weakness, for a lack of words. But sometimes it's a razor, precise, intentional, lethal. I didn't confront her, didn't raise my voice, didn't even disturb the sheets. I waited. Betrayal isn't just a deed. It's the habit, the comfort with which it nests in someone's soul, the practiced rhythm of lies. I should have seen it. The late nights, the sudden interest that sprang from nowhere, the passwords that changed like tides. But love blinds you, painting warnings in soft colors, convincing you loyalty lingers where only shadows remain. Deep down, I sensed it. Her embraces grew hollow. Her phone became a lifeline she guarded fiercely. Once, I caught her smiling at a message she refused to share. She dismissed it sharply, like swatting a fly. That smile lingered in my mind. It wasn't mine. We'd been bound by vows for 13 years. I'd carve her a bookshelf, smooth the wood with my hands, painted a room for a child we never had. She once said she cherished how I ground coffee beans, called it my quiet way of caring. I didn't know care could curdle. After that night, I held my tongue for days. I lay beside her still as stone, watching her act, chuckling at my anecdotes, texting in the dark, kissing me with just enough warmth to sustain the illusion. It was like watching a rerun of a show. You see the strings, but the puppet's dance loses its charm. Then came a dreary Wednesday, the sky heavy with clouds. My phone vibrated. 10 missed calls, 2 voicemails. I ignored them. When she appeared at the door, her eyeliner smudged like spilled paint, I felt empty. I opened the door and watched her crumple into tears. She called it a mistake, said she was adrift, begged forgiveness. For a moment, I glimpsed the woman I'd wed. Not the one who weaponized my faith, but the one with clay streaked jeans and a heart full of hopes. That's the brutal trick of loss. It doesn't strike all at once. It creeps in pieces, in memories of who someone used to be. She asked to talk. I let her inside. She moved through the house like it was cursed, as if her own choices clung to the air like damp rot. She sat on the sofa, right where she'd mocked me. I didn't sit. I stood across the room and handed her a dossier. Her fingers shook as she opened it. Photographs, call records, motel invoices, and detective's notes. I'd hired him the day after her words cut me. There's a moment when someone realizes they've lost control, when the room grows heavy, as if the air itself has fled. I watched her unravel page by page in agonizing clarity. She asked why I'd stayed silent. I said I wanted her to play out her role. Her pleas spilled out, a frantic hum, meaningless against the glare of truth. She asked if I'd found someone else. I laughed, not because I had, but because she thought my pain could be traded, as if hearts are mere tokens in a game. I didn't cast her out. I left the room, packed a bag, and left the house to her. The divorce papers were already prepared. The finances neatly split. She hadn't even noticed. Betrayal doesn't end in a blaze. It fades into apathy, a quiet dimming of what once held weight. Now I live in a modest apartment. No garden, no shared sink. The quiet here is true. Sometimes I grind coffee the old way, just for myself, Sometimes the sunlight falls just so, and I recall what it meant to trust someone wholly. But mostly I rest, and that I believe is the true close, not revenge, not even fairness, but calm. The kind that settles when the storm has passed, leaving only remnants, and the steady knowledge that you've endured,